Hello, my name's Natalie. I'm doing the Jason Vale 28-day juice plan. You may have already seen some of my videos. I'm just going to do a juice, which is one that I'm due to have now. It's the Chlorophyll cleanser. I do recommend getting his book, watching the Super Juice Me film, which is on Amazon Prime, and also, which is what got me into wanting to do this just a couple of weekends ago. And I just decided to do it, knew nothing about juicing, went out and bought this lovely juicer, which I absolutely love. It's a slow juicer, so it retains more nutrients, which is what I want. I thought if I'm going to do this, I may as well do it properly. So I'm trying to, as much as I can, use organic ingredients. I've got spinach, kale, broccoli, stem. It's supposed to be a lime, but I've got a quarter of a lemon left from an earlier juice, which I don't think I'm going to squeeze that juice in, so I'm going to use that lemon up. The lemon does need to be peeled. With this juice, it takes amazing things. So you can put broccoli and ginger in not peeled, which is such a relief not to have to peel those because they're fiddly. But you do need to take citrus fruit peels off and pineapple peel off. So anything that's a really hard or waxy sort of peel, although these are organic and unwaxed, nevertheless, I've taken those off. So I'm going to get going. You'll hear it's really, really quiet. Just plugging it in before it's already on. Really important thing, if you do have one of these juicers, this is a Froothie Evolved juicer, before you start every time, there is a little silicone like a plug underneath. Be careful with it, not because it's been made flimsily, but it just is a small, quite intricate thing. It's really easy to put in. It's just like a little plug you put in, but just remember, because when you've washed up, you've probably opened it and you just need to close it again before you use the juicer. So I'm going to start leaving myself a note because I did forget yesterday. So I'm just going to get on with it. I just want this to be a nice quick video for you. I love this thing on here, which just gets such big items of food into it, and just get going. So the actual machine itself is a really sort of quiet hum. It's actually quite soothing, but some of the items like the apple, and I've also found with the beetroot, it does screech a bit when you put it in. So just put things in slowly, one by one, otherwise it could clog. It's just that because it's a slow juicer, you don't want to overfeed it. So that was the pear that went in. Now the cucumber, the cucumber I only needed a small piece, but if it's anything long like the celery, because this is so good at wide things, I do find that it takes a second to just cut things down to shorter. Now the celery earlier on got a little bit stuck, but I think it's going to be fine because I've cut it down a bit better this time. So I've just put the broccoli stem in as well, so that's just the stem and not the actual broccoli. Ooh. My lime substitute, which is just an organic lemon. It's also not easy to find organic limes. I don't know if I'm doing this in the right order because I've never done juicing until yesterday. So that's the kale. So it did say a large handful. I might be putting a bit too much in here. I'll just chuck it all in. And spinach is the last thing. Oops, go that way. It's great that you can just rotate this and it just, even if it's something really big, as long as it's just things that are really tall, it has a bit of a problem with. Now there is a tamper here for pushing these in. I might not be able to reach some of that. I should have probably put this in not as the last thing, so I could have put something else in with it to squash it down. Next time I won't leave the spinach to last, but that's got most of it. And then as this fills up, if you're like me and you're not used to juicing, don't forget to keep an eye on this because there's like a plug here and you kind of open the gateway as this starts to fill up. So don't let it overfill because you'll have an issue. It's easy to be looking at what you're doing up here and not looking at this. Now this does come out with quite a bit of force. It's got little ridges on here to help you slide it. I'm still getting used to it. I'll just put the plate under there. So that's now done. And let's get the juice out. So if you don't do it too carefully, So this is a chlorophyll cleanser. So you can see it's going to be super good for you, all that green in there. Everything here is organic. Limes are a bit harder to get. You can get them from Abel and Cole if you're in their delivery area. Also, a quick tip, things like kale and spinach, they tend to get quite soggy in the bag. So what I tend to do is I've got just unpatterned kitchen roll, and I just tear a kitchen roll off and put it in. Same with carrots, actually. I quite often just stick one or two, depending on, there's quite a lot in here, and it does tend to condensate in the bag and sweat a bit. So just to try and keep all that moisture out of there, and so it doesn't decompose your food, especially if you only can get a big bag and you don't need to use all of it straight away. So I just put some kitchen roll in there. If you think organic is expensive, there are places like Aldi and Lidl and Asda who do some organic things. You start to get to know where you can get what cheaper. So if you go to Waitrose, it's likely to be more expensive, although they were the cheapest for parsnips at the time of doing this video because they've got them on offer. So it's worth just shopping around. Obviously, most of the time Waitrose is going to be expensive, but if you want to go organic, then do just have a look at some of the cheaper shops, and Asda, Sainsbury's, Tesco's, they all do them now. So, and also there's some places online. I think there's one I found, Picked, P-I-K-T, and Abel and Cole. Some are cheaper for some things than others, but if you can, just try to do, for just 28 days, if you can do organic. But if you're just doing the juicing alone, without being able to do organic, it's still going to do you so much good. Just make sure you wash everything really well. Thanks very much. If you enjoyed this video or you want to see more of my juicing videos and my daily updates, I've done quite a few videos today just to try and catch up because this is all completely new to me. The juicing and the YouTubing is all a steep learning curve. So I'll probably just do 2 videos a day now. I may do a juicing one every day, but if not, I'll do a daily update every day. So today is my day 2, so I'll do the video for that tomorrow, and probably a juicing one as well. Thanks ever so much for watching. If you want to get notified, please subscribe and click on the little bell button to get notified when I've done a new video. Thanks very much. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.